My name's Billy Hall. I work for Stemco. Been here 22 years. I'm manufacturing engineering for the entire seal plant today. I used to be the process engineering over the stamping department. We've been in business that's probably 60 years. We make wheel seals for the heavy duty trucks and medium duty trucks. We service the trailer markets and the tractor markets. About 750 tons of steel a month. We manufacture probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 million seals a year for the market. We're about 165 people, maybe 175. We have about 14 presses out there. We have several 150-ton presses. We have 475-ton, two 250-ton transfer type presses. We manufacture coil steel from around 3 3/4 inch up to about 9 1/2 inch, 50 and 60 gauge material. We went to the SEYI presses because we needed to go up in tonnage. So that was the first step we made. It's one of those things where when I first came to the department, I didn't know anything about presses. I really didn't know what companies were available or anything else out there. So the way I got started was going to Metal Forum and getting to know people. SEYI was one of those people that was kind enough to kind of take me under their wing and walk me through the process and help me understand presses and what I was looking for, what my needs were. And so that's kind of started the program. And then the second part of that was, well, what can we do by going to a two-point press and going same tonnage? We don't necessarily need more tonnage, but we need more bed space, so we could talk about putting dies that we have to run in 2 operations because of the nature of the part. Can we put them in one press and run them, in one hit and still finish the part in one hit? So now you still got a compound die doing the work, but rather than taking 2 operations to do it, we're now setting 2 operations in one press and getting one part in one hit. Kind of what started driving it was we kept tearing presses up, and we didn't understand why. We were constantly rebuilding presses and having problems with them. So we looked at the way we manufacture our parts today. In one hit, you don't blank the part on bottom, so you're 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch off bottom. So when you start doing things like that, it means your tonnage availability drops. So we started looking at tonnage curves and things with our older presses and got an understanding that we just didn't have enough press to do what we were asking it to do. So rather than continue to rebuild presses, we went out and started looking for the new stuff. What can we do? Older presses don't have tonnage overloads on them, so if you hit a double, you hit a piece of scrap or something, the press takes the load, so you're damaging your press. The newer presses today have the hydraulic overloads on them where they can accept some of that stuff a little bit better. Because of the relations with the relations I have with SEYI, the future says we'll buy more SEYI presses if that's the direction we go. I would say yes to SEYI.